Squad. Mizzy World Entertainment is excited to bring back episode 4 of Mad Mizzy Sports, hosted by yours truly, Mizzy World, and my big bro, Raw Dog. What's the deal, big bro?
Episode 4, back.
Back live. Well, not live. I said this yesterday, too. Back on video. You dig what I'm saying? I'm excited to be back on video to cut up our highlights and everything to back up what we're talking about. But to dive right into everything, the first topic that we wanted to talk about is the big news from yesterday. Or was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I think it was a few days ago. It was right after the Nets game. The Nets lost to, I think, the Jazz? Or it was the Nuggets. I think it was the Nuggets. They lost to the Nuggets that day. But the New York City
mandate?
Yeah. Vaccine mandate is finally lifted. What does that mean for you? What do you think this represents for the NBA? And do you feel like Kyrie should be revered? And should he feel like he won over?
I don't think nobody really won in this situation. Like I said yesterday, I mean, like you lost a lot of games behind not being there.
Yep.
You fell out to the 8th seed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's no winner in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good thing that was lifted. I think it was a stupid ass rule from the beginning that you can come to the game, but you can't be in the game.
Right.
You can sit courtside, but you can't play in the game. But then
you can sit courtside, but you can't go inside to the locker room.
Visitors can come to the goddamn game and play in the city, not be vaccinated, but you can't play and you from there. And also, I mean, to touch on like regular human life, a lot of people lost their jobs behind that mandate. Regular 9 to 5 motherfuckers like me and you.
Yep.
So there's no winner, man. No, I don't think nobody won. It's just about walking back.
Exactly. I agree. We get the idea of what the mandate was meant for, but I feel like after the league really came back into play and then fans actually started coming back into the stadiums and everything, and they weren't asked to be mandated or go through any type of mask procedures or anything to really prevent the spread of COVID-19, but you have this very specific mandate for the athletes or the workers that are in New York.
Make no sense.
And it just didn't add up. You get what I'm saying? Like he was saying, like you got players that are coming from all over the country that are coming into New York and playing a game and not having to be mandated to be vaccinated. But this a resident has to be mandated to be vaccinated, but they can still attend the game. They just can't play. They can be in the arena around dapping people up, giving hugs and all that.
But you just can't play.
You can't play and you can't go inside the locker room.
Makes no sense.
It was weird. It was a bad. I'm not gonna say bad, but especially after they started letting the fans in, and then it felt like it was getting back to normal. It felt like it was outdated and it was kind of too late, and they should have been lifted it. But I completely agree with my big bro. Like when we talk about all this stuff, like I like the extra curriculars when it comes to Cap taking a knee, when it comes to Bron standing up for social justice, when it comes to everybody standing up for whatever they want to stand up for. But you also got to realize that they have this platform to do this stuff because of what they do, because of the job that they have, and that's being a professional athlete. And he wasn't there to provide that job or to complete his job or do what he's getting paid to do. So that's a L. You look at the Nets; they are not talent-wise. You look at this team; they are not an 8 seed. But they are an 8 seed because Kevin Durant didn't play the whole season due to injuries, and Kyrie wasn't there for the whole season due to personal reasons.
Right.
So
personal choices.
Choices. So I mean, to me, that's a L. I'm gonna say he didn't win out. He actually lost in this scenario simply because, for one, now the gauntlet is harder. Like Raw was saying yesterday, you could kind of look at it like a positive, like, oh, you can knock out a 1 seed and you never want to have to go up against a 1 seed in the first round of the playoffs. I don't care how good you think you are. You get what I'm saying? That's why people compete to get in the top seeds. If you just didn't care, everybody just played a regular season like boop-a-doo, ba-ba-da. You know what I'm saying? But no, it really matters. So you don't want to have to go through, all right, maybe you might have to face the Heat, and they might take a lot out of you. Then you don't get that warm-up round when you're an 8 seed. You get what I'm saying? So I look at it like a loss. The big news, though, from the week, man, LeBron James, number 2 overall in scoring. What does this mean? What does this mean for his legacy? And do you feel like he has maybe possibly overachieved in his career?
I think that he met up with all the expectations, which most athletes never do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he overachieved, but I think he definitely... He met the expectations. He met up with everything that they say he was. Mm-hmm. He met up to it. Right. Can't nobody argue that, man.
Facts.
Can't nobody argue that. On the court, and off the court, but more
Facts.
so on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think he overachieved. I think overachieving will be able to do that shit in Cleveland with no other superstars with you, or at least 2 or 3 superstars with you.
That they come to Cleveland,
right? And they made them come to you, or either way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think to say he overachieved would have to be him with Cleveland doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like back-to-back consecutive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
doing everything that he's done, everything in Cleveland.
He's one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And what he achieved is by far not easy, but to say he overachieved, no. But I do think he met the expectations. He met, you know what I'm saying, all the hype.
He met the very, very high expectations that like my bro just stated, a lot of these athletes don't reach. Like I know, like I brought this topic up because I had this debate with somebody at my job, and he was just telling me, he was just running off the names, and we remember the names when you would let high school players in that they were supposed to be this, they were supposed to be that, and they flopped out. But I stated this to him as well. None of those dudes had $100 million contract before they played one NBA game. LeBron James did, though. I don't remember none of them being on the cover of, what was it? I forgot. One of the ESPN, Sports Illustrated, with Chosen One under it, besides LeBron James. Now, don't get me wrong. We had hype after high school player, and LeBron James panned out to probably be the best player to come straight out of high school. The only debate is the dude that I say has a better basketball resume and basketball legacy, and that's Kobe Bean Bryant. But with that being said, him being the number 2 overall scorer of all time, that's a, I'm gonna say I agree with some of the analysts are saying that it's a longevity award, but that's a huge, like that's something you can't take away. Even like what Tom Brady is doing, you get what I'm saying? Like what Tom Brady and LeBron James are doing, like to continue to play at the level that they're playing at, year 19, year 20, year 21, year 22, that's nothing to sneeze at. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So whatever awards they accumulate over that time of longevity of dominance is earned to them. But like what Raw said, it's not like a Tom Brady thing where he's overachieving, where he's this dude coming out of Michigan that we didn't. No, he did have
nobody projected to be shit.
Exactly. Like he did have a $90 million Nike sneaker deal in place before he played one NBA game. One game. Now he lived up to it, which is astronomical. But it's also like, I would think, I wouldn't even say staying in Cleveland, maybe being undefeated or only having 1 or 2 losses would say overachieving. But to say you got a losing record and to say that he faded away in some of those losing series, I would say that he met the expectations of being the chosen one, which is nobody did. Nobody did. So he did something that nobody has done before. And that's what I take away from it. And he's probably going to get the number 1 spot. So, yeah, tip my cap to. You want to lead us into the next one, man?
Chicago.
Your boy, your Miamis, man.
Still,
your Miamis. Your Heatles.
To see the confusion over what somebody said, and like I said, it go to show you that sometimes people really be thinking the most fucked up shit about you, and they'll finally say it when they get mad. Mm-hmm. He reportedly said, y'all wouldn't be shit without D Wade, Udonis Haslem, and Coach Eric Spoelstra.
And Spo, who people are calling the best basketball coach in the game right now. A lot of people are saying he's the best basketball coach in the game right now.
You know how people say stuff when they had it pent up. So you got to ask yourself now, like with him saying that, obviously I don't think that's going to change anything. I think they're still destined to come out of the East, but it kind of fucks up the chemistry.
Of course,
because you've been feeling that way,
right?
You ain't just. I'm saying like for you to say that, I mean, you've been feeling that about you, Dom.
It definitely ain't no y'all getting done after the game, and it's like where we heading for dinner now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we holla at you, buckets.
Yeah, real shit. See you later.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
see you at practice tomorrow, bro.
Udonis being a staple on that team, being a staple in Miami.
Where
you from?
You feel what I'm saying? If it's not Dade County, it's Udonis County. You feel what I'm saying?
It's like, bro, like they'll let you go before they let you. Dom, he's already. They'll never get rid of him.
He's solidified.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if anything, you look like the bad guy in this.
Of course.
Because I mean, certain things you don't say. You know what I'm saying?
And that is a slight. That's a slight at the end of the day, because I mean that's like you saying to Wade, you wouldn't have been nothing without Bron.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Or saying that to Bron, you wouldn't have been nothing without Wade.
Right.
Like that whole chemistry of what that team represented was a culmination of them believing in each other, having to come together. One dude having to take a step back, another dude having to take a step forward, and then coaching coming together. all that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a big low blow. I agree with you on the aspect that I feel like they can continue to be professionals and continue to strive towards the goal of winning an NBA championship simply because I feel like that's how Jimmy is. He's goal oriented, and I feel like Eric Spoelstra is very professional. So they'll keep that in line. Then you got Udon there, so he's going to definitely keep it in check as far as it not being able to implode anymore. But it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out moving forward. Moving forward, as far as like the off season, what moves might be made. Because like Ross said, you don't say nothing like that.
Right.
But we don't
even during the why would you tell somebody you said that after the interview the next day? Like certain things because nobody heard what they said.
Right.
So that could have stayed on the court.
Yeah.
You see, Don didn't say what he said. Supposed to say what he said.
Yeah.
So Butler, why didn't you come out and tell everybody what you said? You just kept like, listen, that's gonna stay between us.
Yep.
And it would have went away. Now
you putting it out there. Now everybody's talking about it.
Social media.
It's not fading away.
That heightens it up. The more
now he added fuel to a fire to something that, like I said yesterday, this is the era of everything gets hyped up because it's the social media area, but everything gets forgotten in the next 15 minutes because it's the social media area. But you just put fuel to the fire to something that's already about to be dead.
Now it's another 4 days. We got to listen to this.
Yep.
Come on, man.
And then you might have another little fold to uncover after that. It's because it does come to what do you get out of even releasing that information, divulging that information?
You have to tell nobody what we talked about. Donald didn't speak on it. Supposed to speak.
Like, do you think people would agree? Because I don't think anybody would agree with that.
Hell no. You know
what I mean? So listen, that's a tough one, bro. And I don't see how moving forward past this season, I see them. I'm not gonna say coming back. They definitely gonna have to hash it out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They definitely gonna have to hash it out in the off season and get some real conversations going if they gonna bring them back for next year. Because listen, bro, you my superstar, and you only act like you only got to play for the fourth quarter, so we ain't gonna talk about
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like Jimmy, you Jason Tatum out here.
Real shit. Or
Jimmy.
Else.
They winning as a team down there in Miami. You ain't an MVP conversations player.
Real shit.
So yeah, that definitely got to get hashed out. You feel me? We definitely got to move on to our Warriors.
Unfortunately, we got to move on to that, man. Listen, I'm just come out and say it, man. I'm worried, not scared, like I said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Worried, not scared. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that I'm too panicky about. But they got to do a lot better, man.
Does the news of James Wiseman being shut down for the rest of the season change your mind?
7 feet, yes. Like we need all that size, yes. Like because we're not really
7 foot athletic.
Athletic.
You know what I'm saying?
Being shut down for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
he's
done. He's gonna keep rehabbing that knee. That's what they said.
So it's like it's gonna have an impact, man. We got to see when Steph's coming back. We got to see.
That's the big one.
That's the biggest one. I mean, obviously that's the sort of thing that stick out. But it's like how long is he gonna be going?
Yeah, that's the queen on the chessboard.
Don't come back too soon and then re-aggravate it and
you out.
Exactly.
You out. You feel what I'm saying?
Because
you think about, all right, I don't think they would. That first round, I think they should be fine. Yeah. But it's looking like they might face Dallas. Mm-hmm. So you definitely don't want to have Steph out for too long, maybe against a very explosive offensive team like Dallas. You get what I'm saying? You're going to need all the points garnered. But then it is like, if you got Draymond there and if Clay can get close, Jordan Poole been doing his thing. So I think they'll be able to survive.
He played great the other night.
Yeah, to survive at least the first round. And like you said, to get Steph back for those rounds that you know you're going to need him for at full capacity or as close as you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the James Wiseman thing just scares me moving towards the future. But then it kind of excites me because it's like they really may have learned from the KD thing because it's like they like, nah.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like it's getting late in the season. We still feel like you're not ready. We're not going to bring you back in high pressure playoff basketball. You feel what I'm saying? Even though he's probably going to be healthy by that time. But why are we going? You haven't played the whole season. We're going to bring you back in top, high level, competitive NBA playoff basketball.
Right.
Nah. I ain't even going to do that to you. You ain't going to have no time to get back into your role. You get what I'm saying?
Basketball shape.
Yep. So, yeah, that's what I see. But What's your favorites moving forward before we get out of here? We gonna end it off with bold predictions and our favorites moving forward. You got any bold predictions and what's your who your favorites out of each conference moving forward? Have you wavered off of your Warriors versus Heat finals prediction?
I haven't wavered off the Warriors versus Heat. I still think that's gonna be the thing that's gonna surprise everybody when it turned out to be the Warriors and the Heat, because everybody was expecting to see Brooklyn and maybe LA.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
when the teams got together.
You're gonna get Miami or San Francisco this year to your destination back and forth.
I mean, nobody predicted the Warriors to be back in the finals this soon.
Right.
Nobody. So that would be crazy if they do get back. I still got the Warriors as my favorites, but I mean, we had very, very biased opinions on that one. But as far as the Eastern Conference goes, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna switch back to the Bucks. Last episode that I didn't get to post, I was talking heavy on the Sixers. I was hype on the Sixers. Lost some big money in that big game. And I'm off of them. I love Embiid. He's a beast. He's a monster. I just don't think he got that pit bull with him, man. They should have made the move for Dame. I think it should have been for Dame, man. But Dame wasn't moving off of Portland, and I don't think Portland was moving off of Dame. The thing that scares me the most about James Harden is his lack of dog and his competitiveness in high-pressure situations. I sit back and think now, right? You remember when he pulled himself out of the game when he was getting beat on by the Spurs in the playoffs, bro? No Kawhi Leonard in Houston. He said, "Get me out of here, coach. I don't want to play no more." Yeah. Hey, Philly, y'all better hope dude find some type of fire in him, because if he that same old dude, it's not no reason why Steph and the Warriors went to 5 straight finals.
I said that before.
You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna see. But I'm rocking with the Bucks in the East right now. I'm rocking with the Bucks. I'm back on the Bucks bandwagon. I don't know why I jumped off. I'm a huge Giannis fan. I was happy to see him get over the hump. Yeah, that's the team. I think the Nets are scary now with the mandate being lifted, but I think it's just going to be too hard of an uphill climb coming from that 8 seed to beat 3 top seeds that are all very tough, dog. If you think they got to have to go past Heat, Bucks, and Sixers, probably, and I ain't mentioned the Celtics.
Facts. But you think about it like this, man. The playoffs are a completely different season.
Oh, for sure.
Shit can turn around real quick in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I don't see them running through no top seed, though. But then again, I could be wrong. But we'll see. As far as bold predictions, you got any bold predictions? Any bold predictions?
As far as what, like, you mean coming playoff wise?
Playoff wise, rest of the season, anything. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think. Well, it's not too bold. I don't. Lakers probably ain't gonna get in. I don't got them getting in, bro.
Ooh, that's a bold prediction.
I don't got them.
Because that's saying. I mean, that's saying that they're either not going to get in the play-in tournament. Because I don't see them not getting in if they get in that play-in tournament.
Right.
But right now they're the 9 seed. We looked it up. So that's the one thing that kind of adds to it, is that they would need 2 wins to get in.
Right.
So it's going to be a tough one for me. My bold prediction is the Boston Celtics going to make the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my bold prediction. I don't think that's too bold either, though. I don't think that's too bold. I think we both still on our trying to stay in a realistic realm.
Right.
So we're going to dig a little deeper into our bold prediction bag moving forward. But this is episode 4. Y'all know what it is, man. Mad Mizzy Sports NBA edition. Listen, comment, share, subscribe. Raw 810 on the gram. Mizzy World ENT on the gram. Follow us. Y'all know what it is, man. Gang.